it gets to a minute, I will hold the wrap-up sign. You need to finish the thought that you are on and head back.
Today we're debating about college athletes' pay. Resolve, college athletes should be paid. Do you guys know what's happening in a couple of days? In the 2017 NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament, known as March Madness. Can you guess how much this event makes? $1, $2, $3 billion? Not even close. $10.8 billion are made during this event. And the participants make nothing. Just imagine you putting your blood, sweat, and tears, your mental, physical, and emotional health on the line and not getting anything. Maybe some pride. Today, my team will be discussing how and why college athletes should get paid and how it affects their mental, physical, and emotional health.
I think college athletes should be paid because they bring schools lots of money. Sports revenue is around like $11 billion, as he said, every year. According to Weekly Reader, all that money from ticket sales and other sports events has to go somewhere, but why not the college athletes? Furthermore, they can't work part-time jobs to support themselves and their lifestyles, for example, entertainment, food, and furniture. And that is why college athletes should.
How should college athletes be paid? Just in the 3 weeks of March Madness, $10.8 million are made. And that money should be distributed equally through college athletes who play in that. We could pay the players individual, since football and basketball players make the most. It would be evenly distributed through all the other sporting programs. We pay the athletes separately. More popular players would make more than less popular. Starters would make more than the secondary players. And college athletes need to be paid because they're on the video games, like the PS3 games, and like the NFL players, they get paid money being on that. So why should college players get paid for being on that? College athletes need to be paid because just because they get their school paid for, that doesn't cover all their food, all their clothing. 41.8% of college athletes suffer from anxiety and they worry about running out of money, according to ESPN articles. College athletes need to know that they'll be safe for that month and they'll not run out of money. College athletes shouldn't give up a sport because of how much money that they don't make.
College athletes shouldn't get paid because they already get free food, free housing, and free clothing just for trying out for a sport. Why do they need more? College athletes are there to get an education. Sports are just another thing. 3 reasons why college athletes shouldn't get paid are they already get benefits like clothes, tutors, and the rent is free. They make teams unfair, so like the highest teams would get the best players and then end up ruining the NCAA. And then the tuition would get raised, and then colleges wouldn't be able to have students.
Here is our first argument. They already get benefits like clothes, free tuition, and their rent is already paid for. Here's our evidence. Many student athletes already receive scholarships and other benefits, and most of the other students don't get benefits. Here's our reasoning. We came together and said that if we didn't have this idea, we would be forgetting that it not only affects the players, but it also the people who support those colleges.
College athletes should not be paid because it would distract their love of the game and they would just be playing for money and they would not be committed. And like teams like more athletic revenue, like be able to like recruit better players in schools with like smaller revenue. For example, Texas made $163 million in 2012, and Tulsa only made $31 million.
Another reason they shouldn't be paid is because of all the athletes that go in that have free tuition, and with the people that do not play the sports have to pay their way through college. Also, where would the money come from besides just sports? Like, they'd have no extra money to pay for anything.
All right, so teams, you're going to get 2 minutes to confer with each other to determine rebuttals, making sure that you're addressing each other's arguments, and then you'll get a minute to deliver. All right, teams, that's your 2 minutes. Affirmative rebuttals, take your place, please. Audience, please be respectful. You're fine, we just get closer.
You might say that they get paid, they get their dorms and their food and all that paid, but yet you don't understand the mental and physical health that's affected. Say you go to class and you get a bad grade, and you know that you're going to go to training soon, but you don't have any money to go after and get food, because there aren't very specific diets, and usually healthier food costs more. And unlike other scholarship students, you don't have the time after school to go out and do another job, because it goes from straight to classwork to training. And it also makes them more committed to it. You don't have to, they're less likely to drop the sport because you know that they're getting paid and you don't have to worry about financial instability. And let's say they are paid a salary of like $100,000, and at the top level, it's about 65 grand to go to college and like get your tuition, your books, and your like all your things covered. But if you are paid with salary, we won't be able to. They'll only make $100 in income after taxes.
My opponent said that they would have bad grades if they would go to all of their practices, but if you haven't known, it's their choice. Like they're not required to play their sport. And they don't make NCAA games anymore strictly because of that reason. So they don't want to pay the college athletes. And the money will come from like a higher tuition from all other players. And not all teams make the March Madness. Not all teams make the March Madness. So what are the teams gonna do when they don't make the March Madness, so they have no money to pay?
Affirmative closer.
Some college athletes, they have disabilities like focusing problems or stress problems, and if that medication can't be paid for, they'll suffer from that, and then most likely give up their sport.
So in conclusion, the NCAA should not pay their student athletes because of all the benefits that the athletes already receive, the raising prices of tuition, and the unfair teams that would occur. So the student athletes should not be paid because it would not benefit colleges by taking away college spending, and we should leave focus on education and not being paid.
Round of applause for this group, please.